Chaos King. Amatsu Mikaboshi, also known in the Marvel Universe as the Chaos King, is a primordial evil deity drawn from Japanese mythology and introduced into Marvel Comics in Thor: Blood Oath 6 by Michael Oeming and Scott Collins. In the Marvel cosmos, he is the personification of the void that existed before creation, often portrayed as a demonic god of chaos and destruction. His alias, Chaos King, represents his ultimate and most terrifying form. He first emerges in a storyline involving the God Squad, a coalition of powerful beings such as Hercules, Thor, Silver Surfer, and even Galactus assembled to confront his threat. As the Chaos King, Amatsu Mikaboshi proves nearly unstoppable by wielding vast supernatural powers. He absorbs gods, heroes, entire realms of death, and countless alien deities at his whim. During the Chaos War event, December 2010 to March 2011, he annihilates Nightmare, seizes the Dream Lord's abilities to render entire populations unconscious, eradicates Satan and the denizens of Hell, and drives away the cosmic entity Death herself. His campaign continues as he absorbs Olympus and other divine hosts, uses enslaved gods, including Zeus, to assault Earth's defenders, and even slays Amaterasu and her pantheon when they attempt to resist. Chaos King's fearsome strength, near omnipotence, and cosmic-scale ambition cement his status as one of Marvel's most formidable gods. His origin as the living void and his ability to absorb entire pantheons and cosmic entities mark him as a force of unparalleled destruction across the Marvel multiverse. Agamotto. Agamotto is an ancient, extra-dimensional mystical entity in Marvel Comics, part of the triumvirate known as the Vishanti alongside Ashtur and Hoggoth. He is often depicted as the first Sorcerer Supreme of Earth, predating even the Ancient One, and was pivotal in establishing the foundations of magic on Earth. As the all-seeing, Agamotto possesses near-limitless mystical energy, unrivaled divinatory power, cross-dimensional awareness, and formidable magical prowess including shields, portals, mind-probing, energy projection, and time manipulation. He created several powerful relics, most notably the Eye and Orb of Agamotto, along with the Book of the Vishanti and the Mobius Stone. These artifacts have profound capabilities. The Eye reveals truth, weakens dark forces, displays past events, shields minds, enables levitation, portals, suspended animation, and even temporal reversal in localized areas. Notably, Agamotto once bested the demon Dormammu and held his own against cosmic behemoth Galactus. Galactus could not destroy him within Agamotto's own realm. In his realm, Agamotto is not merely a powerful sorcerer, but is effectively the dimension itself, manifesting sometimes as a caterpillar or other mystical forms. His realm is impenetrable even to cosmic entities. He has actively engaged on Earth through avatars, possessing heroes like Iron Fist and manipulating events to challenge or teach Earth's Sorcerer Supreme. He even instigated a demonic invasion to test magical defenders. Dr. Voodoo ultimately sacrificed himself to destroy Agamotto's Eye and Orb, temporarily ending the entity's influence on Earth. Agamotto embodies mystical might, an elder god spawn whose reality-spanning vision, artifact-forged powers, and domain-scale essence mark him as one of the strongest gods in Marvel's magical hierarchy, all achieved through deeds rather than empty boast. Ultraman Legend. Ultraman Legend is a fusion of Ultraman Cosmos and Ultraman Justice, debuting in the 2003 film Ultraman Cosmos vs. Ultraman Justice: The Final Battle. Known as a super Ultraman with no planet of origin, Legend stands an imposing 50 meters tall, weighs 50,000 tons, and moves at top speeds ranging from Mach 35 in the air to Mach 9 underwater. Legend earned a reputation as a godlike warrior through spectacular feats that surpassed typical Ultra powers. On planet Gyashi, locals believed him to be the universe's god, and he was credited with possessing the strongest attack in the universe. In the climactic movie Final Battle, Cosmos and Justice were both overwhelmed by Giga Endra's Eraser Ball, a doomsday weapon capable of destroying planets. In that moment of desperation, they merged into Legend. He absorbed the Eraser Ball with his auroral power, an ability that lets him capture and redirect enemy energy, and launched it back, obliterating the massive warship in an explosion far greater than anything witnessed before.
Legend emerged unscathed, displaying not just incredible strength, but invulnerability. Legend returned in the Absolute Conspiracy, confronting the mighty Absolute Tartarus. When Tartarus unleashed his fearsome Absolute Destruction blast, Cosmos and Justice again merged into Legend. His appearance alone forced Tartarus to flee after being struck with a Spark Legend attack, demonstrating his capacity to stand against multiversal threats. With such vast speed, strength, and a suite of cosmic powers, Ultraman Legend earns his place among the strongest gods in the Ultra Universe. His feats of absorbing cataclysmic energy, obliterating threats, and standing tall against absolute-class beings all testify to his supremacy.
Sol King. The Sol King, whose true name is Aidoneus, is an almost unfathomable entity in the Bleach universe, revered as the linchpin of all existence. As an ancient godlike being, he is credited with cleaving the primordial, chaotic realm into the three distinct worlds, Soul Society, the human world, and Hueco-Mundo, thereby establishing the very concepts of life and death. Sol King's power is near absolute. He possesses immeasurable spiritual energy, enough to effortlessly annihilate powerful Menos-class hollows and overwhelm even his son Yuha-Vok when the latter absorbs him. His dominion over cosmic forces grants abilities such as the Almighty, which allows him to perceive all possible futures, yet simultaneously makes him immune to the precognitive powers of even Yuha-Vok. He also governs soul regulation, stagnation, evolution, and miracle manifestation, so much so that portions of his body became sentient beings wielding these powers independently. Despite his godlike might, the Sol King was betrayed by ancient Shinigami ancestors and forcibly sealed in a crystal, severed of all limbs and voice, yet continued to serve as the cosmic keystone, keeping the three worlds in balance. The Sol King earns his reputation as one of the strongest gods because his very being sustains reality. He created the worlds, balances life and death, perceives all timelines, and channels divine power through sentient embodiments. Even in death, his essence persists throughout the cosmos, proof that without him, the universe would unravel.
Yato. Yato, originally named Yaboku, is the titular stray god of Noragami. An obscure minor deity without a shrine or followers, his current aim is to become a celebrated god of fortune. In his past, he was feared as a god of calamity, wielding immense power to slay both humans and regalias, God's spirit weapons, during wars. Despite this violent history, he grew disillusioned with killing and renounced that path, choosing instead to help people for a mere 5 yen offering, the customary amount at shrines, while chasing a dream of fame and a proper shrine. Though playful, mischievous, and sometimes irresponsible, spray-painting his phone number around, wasting money on Lucky Charms, Yato shows a more serious, selfless side when lives are at stake. He suffers from athasagophobia, an intense fear of being forgotten, since gods exist only as long as humans remember them. His fierce determination and moral complexity shine when protecting those he cares about, such as his Shinki Yukine and the human Hyoriki. He's willing to fight powerful gods like Bishamon and Takemizachi to protect them. Ultimately, Yaho stands among the strongest gods because he combines raw divine might with deep personal transformation. He has walked the path of destruction, faced his past, and now fights to protect life and build genuine connections. It is this evolution, from feared calamity god to ever-hopeful protector, that makes him so powerful and compelling.
Aurelion Sol. Aurelion Sol, known as the Star Forger, is an immensely powerful cosmic deity from the League of Legends universe, a vast celestial dragon responsible for shaping entire galaxies and forging stars from the dawn of creation. He exists on a scale far greater than mortals. His true form stretches galaxy-wide, and his abilities include reality warping, space-time manipulation, gravity and void control, and near omnipotence and omniscience. He was lured by the Targonian aspects, whose flattery and false promises coaxed him down to Runeterra. There they bound him with a magical crown that consumed his power and ensnared his will, enslaving him to their designs. Once freed, he returned to confront them, but ultimately their dominance held, and the aspects remained in control. Deeply arrogant and immensely contemptuous of mortals, Aurelion Sol regards Runeterra as an insignificant speck, despite its worship of him. He yearns to break free from the aspects and exact revenge by utterly obliterating the world that imprisoned him. His overwhelming strength is rooted in his origin as a creator of the cosmos and his cosmic scale abilities. His defining act was forging the universe into existence, only to be betrayed and bound, driving his current mission to shatter that cosmic prison and unleash cataclysmic vengeance on Runeterra. In his own words, mortals should cower, worship, marvel before his might. And truly, as the Star Forger, he looms above gods, worlds, and stars themselves.
Kami Tenchi. Kami Tenchi, also known simply as Tenchi's higher self or the supreme being, is the ultimate transcendent form of Tenchi Masaki from Tenchi Muyo. Under this name, he becomes an incomprehensibly powerful god, far surpassing even the Choshin goddesses Washu, Tsunami, and Tokimi, who themselves created the multiverse. When Tenchi awakens to his true nature, he manifests abilities that dwarf virtually all other entities in his universe. He possesses true omnipotence, omniscience, and omnipresence, able to warp reality, manipulate light, travel through time, create portals, and exist everywhere simultaneously. His attacks and endurance are categorized as low hyperverse, and he has absolutely no known weaknesses. Fans argue that Kami Tenchi transcends even Tier 0, the level of boundless infinity, because he is the creator, or at least the source of the Choshin themselves. Some lore hints he instigated the multiverse to test for beings like the Choshin. Thus, even the goddesses are dwarfed in comparison, and there is no cosmic force above him. Kami Tenchi is considered one of the strongest gods due to his absolute mastery of reality, space, time, causality, and knowledge, utterly unmatched and without rival.
Klein Moretti. Klein Moretti is the protagonist of Lord of the Mysteries, a modern-era history graduate named Jo Ming Rui, who transmigrates into a steampunk, magic-infused world. He awakens in the body of Klein Moretti, a university graduate who had mysteriously died by suicide, and takes over his life. Adopting the alias The Fool, he establishes the Tarot Club to gather supernatural secrets and gradually ascends the Fool pathway of the Beyonder system. Through cunning, acting skills, and a deep thirst for knowledge, he rises through the ranks, from seer to ultimate status, eventually becoming not just a saint or angel, but a god, the Lord of the Mysteries and owner of the Sephira Castle. Klein is considered one of the strongest gods because he has integrated multiple divine pathways into a single existence, a feat unparalleled in the series. The Fool pathway grants unparalleled mystery, luck, secrecy, and authority. Pairing that with the Error's uncanny control over randomness and the Door's authority on thresholds and transformation cements his position above ordinary beings. Beyond raw power, Klein's strength lies in temperament. Cautious, justice-driven, humorous, respectful of the innocent, and steadfast in his principles even when facing corruption or mental collapse. Despite repeatedly dying and being resurrected, he maintains his humanity and moral compass while expanding his dominion across supernatural realms. Klein Moretti becomes one of the strongest gods by mastering 3 cosmic pathways, embodying their divine attributes, creating and controlling a metaphysical locus of power, and preserving human kindness under godlike influence, earning him the title Lord of the Mysteries.
Hey everyone, thank you all for watching until the end. I'll be back with more videos, so make sure to like and subscribe.